Thank you. Thanks for being here. Very special day for Fresno State, and I'm going to keep it really, really very simple. It's always my honor and it's always my pleasure to bring the president up to this podium to make an announcement like this. Joseph Castro.
Thank you, Paul. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy Monday. Today begins a new and exciting chapter for Bulldog Athletics. Our new Director of Athletics, Terry Tumey, will join the Fresno State family on August the 1st. Terry is here today with his wife, Candace, and his youngest daughter, Simone, and father-in-law, Bill Gonzalez. Welcome to Fresno, to all of you. The search committee and I are confident that Terry will lead a committed group of student athletes, I see some here today, coaches, and staff to new heights of academic and athletic success. And I want to thank Interim Director Steve Robertello for his leadership of the department over the last 8 months. I also want to thank the search committee led by Vice President Debbie Addition A. Stone over here on the left for their excellent work in screening applications, interviewing candidates, and forwarding to me their top candidates. Terry Tumey was the most qualified candidate among an exceptional pool of candidates. As you will see in a few moments, Terry is energetic, strategic, and personable. But those are just a few reasons for selecting him. Here are some other reasons. Terry was a very strong, motivated, and successful student athlete at UCLA and will be an excellent role model and mentor for our talented student athletes. Terry has served as a coach at UCLA and for the Denver Broncos, which is experience that he can draw upon as he guides and supports our coaches. Terry has a distinguished record of accomplishments as an athletic director in Divisions 1, 2, and 3 programs, which means that he has significant experience with all aspects of this job, including fundraising and financial management. Terry has a unique and impressive background in business, including an MBA from one of the top business schools in the nation at UCLA, and as a director of football administration for the San Francisco 49ers. And I know there are a lot of 49er fans here in the room. Finally, and most importantly, Terry is a man of character and integrity. Each of his references that I called made a point of sharing this with me. The last UCLA alumnus to serve as athletic director was Gary Cunningham. Coincidentally, he provided insightful advice to Vice President A. Stone and to me throughout the search process. Gary was unable to be here today. However, he wrote a note to Terry, and he asked me to share it, and I'll read a portion of it to you right now. Hi, Terry. I had surgery on my right thumb, and the doctor would not let me drive to Fresno to be present at your press conference. I was the athletic director for 9 years at Fresno State and want to congratulate you on being named its athletic director. You're going to have a great experience. You are inheriting a first-class program. The facilities are outstanding, and a dedicated staff and core of coaches are in place. The Red Wave supporters are the best that I encountered in my 29 years as an athletic director. The Valley is very passionate in regard to Fresno State athletics. You have a great opportunity to be at the helm of this wonderful athletic department. Call on me if I can be of service to you, and the very best of success to you. Wear the red coat with pride, and go Dogs. In case he's watching online, I want to thank you, Gary, for your very thoughtful note. It is now my great pleasure to invite you to join me in giving a big bulldog welcome to our new athletic director, Terry Tumey.
Very much. Thank you. I need that for the sun. Tell you, I'm not used to it. I'll put that on for a minute. Oh yeah. Great. Good. I love seeing my athletes in the background there. I love seeing you folks. You are the reason why we're here. So I'm so proud of you already. I'm looking forward to working with you. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Okay. All right. Good morning, and thank you very much. I am honored to be here today and accept the position of Director of Athletics at Fresno State. And I would like to thank every member who participated in the search process, the diverse leadership within Fresno State's community, the search chair, Debbie A. Stone, our talented coaches, our vital academic partners, vested and committed community leaders, and last but not least, our students. Your keen insights and thoughtful conversations are what makes Fresno State attractive, and your belief in what we can accomplish here was definitely the deciding factor as our family has made a commitment to Fresno State. And as for our family, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the people who share their wonderful gifts with me and make my life so fruitful. This is a long list. Okay, I'm going to kind of run through it as quickly as I can. My wife, Candace, who is the pinnacle of strength in our family. I love you. Okay, I shouldn't go. I am a strong man, but I will get weak now. I will get weak. I'm telling you. My daughter Cameron, who could not join us today, as she is on her career path back east, but I learned from her every day. My daughter Simone, who is so kind and excited to continue her growth and become a part of the Fresno community. My second father, William Gonzalez, who is exemplary in teaching how to work towards excellence despite any obstacles that may be in your way. My mother, Shirley Tumey, whose love and kindness is unmatched. So blessed to be your son, Mom. I love you. My father, who's no longer with us, James Tumey, but his tireless investment in me truly made me the man I am today. My second mother, Deborah, who lets me know through her special way that I am blessed that she allowed me to marry her daughter. You gotta love your mother-in-law now. Yeah. And finally, my sisters and brothers, my family, Jerry's bunch, and those folks in Rocky Mount, Texas, Mount Pleasant in Dallas, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Petersburg, Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland, the Carolinas, and finally, our wonderful family here in California. So that's the family. Okay. And there's been a multitude of coaches like Larry McGee, my high school coach, Terry Donahue, a mentor of mine, Bill Walsh, an innovator, and academic leaders, President Joe Fink, President Fred Wood, and President Bill Hines, and my current president, who I'm leaving to come and join you, President Hiram Chodosh, and numerous colleagues and professionals throughout our athletic industry. You may have gathered from this list that I did not get here alone. I was blessed with the support of so many. Similar to the commitment or investment and the contributions our athletic department will have in your student experience. Yes, student athletes and our general student body, our general student population is here at Fresno State, and we will invest in you. I realize at this point we don't know each other very well yet. However, I look forward to forging relationships with all of you. And once you get to know me you will get a sense of what I consider the primary purpose of our department and the appreciation that we have for the contributions of Fresno State. First, our department will be committed to the student experience, which will be based on comprehensive excellence throughout every engagement point of our students. You may wonder what that means. In short, we all, as a community, have the honor of contributing to the transformational period of your growth as students. We are held accountable and should be committed to making this experience as fruitful and robust as any in the country. Therefore, when it comes to the acquisition of talent, in coaching, in finding leaders of support staff, in enhancing our revenue generation efforts, we are of a single mindset when it comes to this investment. I and our Fresno State partners are committed to continue to redefine the contributions and expectations we have for our student athletes and our students. This is a point that is not of contemplation. We are a community that is all in for you. To be clear, all areas that affect the student experience, athletic tutelage, facilities offerings, to which I realize there's a need that needs to be addressed for many of our facilities, for baseball and for football, and to all other elements. Maximum efforts in support of academic excellence and facilitating post-graduation experiences are our success. Our students need our commitment of resources in these areas as we fulfill the promise to make their lives better. The same commitment holds true as partners throughout our campus, hoping to fulfill our commitment to the general student population. Allowing them to know this investment transcends all disciplines, all populations. All of our students should know they are Bulldogs for life. And I lead that group in tireless efforts to fulfill that promise. Now I should add a successful student experience is defined by these elements. However, the one thing that is certain is a product that we are looking for. And that product is our commitment in winning. Winning helps define a successful experience. It is a culture. It is a mindset. It is something that we will work with daily to build. Everyone, students, coaches, staff, administration, if we are not committed to our efforts to win in the Mountain West, in all sports, to win regionally, to win nationally, in our classroom, beyond our graduation, to win in our community, then we are not holding ourselves accountable to our students, our fans, our donors, and the Fresno State that we represent. It is our pride in this excellence that we need to achieve. And just to get this out of the way, since I've heard this quite often since this announcement, I am of the mindset that all sports, from swimming to wrestling to track and field to lacrosse, are all going to have outstanding campaigns. And in the sport of football, we have some outstanding opponents, which will be great challenges to our team and to Coach Tedford, with whom I have the deepest admiration and trust. However, as we enter the Rose Bowl, with the red wave and the pride of our valley, where we'll find old fans and new supporting our team, I anticipate the same outcome that I've had so many times there as a student athlete and as a coach. And my team, Fresno State, will battle, play with relentless passion, and in the end, be victorious. So there's no wavering on this point. We're going to put that to bed. We don't need to talk about that. We've got a lot of other things to do. Second is our commitment to serve our communities with character and integrity. The lessons that we learn are not always seen in a syllabi or in a formalized classroom setting. Our efforts in providing our community with which what I like to call sometimes as a hidden curriculum is very important. One that teaches us resiliency, dedication, work ethic, and the ability to come back when you failed. And humility, knowing that monumental achievements are the product of a focused collective, singular in purpose and executing. This character quotient is where I believe the pride of the Bulldogs lie. The honor of being a Bulldog, that calling, is not for everyone. However, it is the foundation of how we serve this great community, which leads me to my third principle, which is service. We as a department have a distinct honor of serving a community so vast, so rich with character and pride, so special. We will remind our fans, our alumni, our donors, and those who have supported us throughout generations, and those new supporters, and the entire Valley community that our commitment is to be great partners, to honor and serve and celebrate what this Valley stands for. How many times have you felt the welling up or a sense of pride when you see young men and women in every sport committed to the core in competition, representing you and eventually achieving victories? Or how many times have you felt a sense of pride to see a first-generation student, something that resonates with me, that works and grinds and achieves under our leadership and service to become a thriving member and a part of this Valley? Students, as well as all facets of this university, compete for the pride of our Valley. Students with stellar academic achievements from Fresno State will garner internships, build families, create fulfilling lives, and live in this Valley. We as Fresno State Athletics must celebrate and honor the partnership of our Valley, the sixth largest economy in the world, and acknowledge our love and dedication to what that represents. As we move forward in creating new partnerships and collaborations, we are looking to celebrate the greatness of this Valley, a unique and unmatched community within California and within the world. If you may have noticed, the word commitment is rampant throughout this introduction. That's intentional. I want all of us to understand that what we are achieving here as an athletic department, as a university, and as a community will not be done by single efforts. However, under my leadership, the department will work tirelessly together to achieve our goals. Consequently, I waited towards the end of this time to highlight a person that epitomizes commitment to athletics. Our president, Joseph Castro. Throughout our conversations, I am so honored to serve and support your vision of creating an amazing opportunities for the talented youth of the Valley and beyond. Thank you, Joe. And because of this, I, as well as our department, will be committed in our efforts within the Fresno State community to celebrate and support our students, our faculty, and all of our staff here at Fresno State. And in closing, I will leave you with a rallying cry that my good friends and former student athletes, Jethro Franklin and Kelly Skipper, would yell to show their love of this great university and the pride that they had of our Valley community. I modified it just a little bit. What they would yell is, Bulldog born, Bulldog bred. I am honored to say I am a Bulldog to the day I'm dead. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support of our students and our commitment to the student experience and to Fresno State. Go Dogs. there.
Yeah, stay right
Okay.
here. All right, for members of the media, we will open it up to questions for Terry. Paul Loeffler from 940 ESPN will ask the first question. Josh Mitchell from our staff has a wireless mic for other people of the media. Please make sure you introduce yourself, because I don't think Terry knows everybody in the room yet, and talk about the affiliation from which media entity you are from. So, Paul?
All right, so Terry, you spent most of the last 30 plus years in Southern California or the Bay Area, and the stereotype is the Valley is flyover country for those two outposts. So what changed your mind? What did you see in Fresno and the Valley that told you this is a job that you'd like to go after?
Well, for me, I never saw it as a flyover. This is a destination point. This is a place where we can build and celebrate these wonderful people that we serve. So for me, I never had the opportunity to stay here. But I'm very happy I have it now. So I plan on being here quite some time and celebrating our students and our university as a whole.
Next question.
Andrew Martin, KC24 and CBS 47. Welcome to town. What is your first order of business?
Well, I got my polo, so I'm good. I got some gear, so swag is very important. I think my first order of business is to really find out about this community by getting out and talking to everyone. I really feel as though in order to serve, I need to work with my constituency. So that means I need to go out, talk to my students, talk to our staff, talk to our faculty members, talk to our community to find out a lot more about this place that has been so wonderful for so long. I think when you make a decision in a vacuum without understanding your constituency, it causes problems. So I look to go out and really be a very present face in the Fresno State community.
Anybody else?
I won't wait for like, I'll just talk loudly.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm Dominic McAndrew, KMJ News. What will be your mark on this job? What will we be able to attribute to you?
I feel as though my success will be walking tributes every day. The students that come through this place and have bettered their lives and have a great experience here and say, that was transformational to what I can achieve in my life, and this place has made me better, that will be my mark. That will be the mark that I look to set forth every day and utilize resources and develop resources to make that promise to our students.
Jason Oliveira, ABC 30. You mentioned the facilities. You mentioned football, baseball. What have you seen about those facilities that you would like to update, and how do you go about doing that?
You know, that's a very good question. I haven't got to see them yet. I've seen them from afar. So first order of business, I think a tour is necessary. I will walk this campus to better understand where we are and what our offering is to our students and to our community. Once we can do that, I'll work with my partners here on campus, and we'll make some assessments and move forward quite rapidly. Yes, ma'am.
Tayana Garcia with Box 26. Just what will you do different now? It's a brand new chapter, a brand new book that you're ready to write. What are you just anxious to start?
Oh, man. I was anxious to start when I got the call. You know, really, I'm anxious to start working with our staff. I'm anxious to start figuring out what their thoughts are in terms of what excellence means and redefining that. I think what we'll see is a heightened level of commitment, a heightened level of action. We will be very active people. We will be tireless in our efforts in doing so. So I feel as though I'm so anxious to get to know them. Our staff, I haven't been around, but if you're in any kind of athletic endeavor, you work extremely hard. You are constantly serving, and that should be honored. But I have to be honest with you, there is no greater job in the world than serving these students. Not one. It is so fulfilling, so prideful. You feel such a joy in seeing them achieve, and you've been a part of that experience for them. So I want to work with those individuals to make that reality happen. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes,
Terry,
sir.
how are you? Scott Bemis with CBS 47 and KC24. In your experience as an athletic director and just kind of with your vision in general, when it comes to landing the top-notch talent in today's college athletics, where do you think you need to prioritize the resources when it comes to facilities and, in the arms race, basically?
The arms race. Well, last time I checked, this is a people business. This is a business where we go out and make relationships with people. So we better find the right coaches and support them the right way in order for them to achieve and invest in these young people. They have the ability to touch these lives of these individuals every day. So if that is the case, we better do right by our coaches, support them as they look, and challenge them to excellence. That is what we should achieve. Now, facilities are important. We all get that. We have to have the right facilities in order for us to be competitive. However, if I had to prioritize, I'd start with people and making sure that is working, and then move forward with other aspects. Yes, sir.
Dan, thank you. Dan Waterhouse, I'm with the Collegian Campus Paper.
Yes, sir.
You spoke earlier about doing assessments. Will that also include assessing the current financial picture of the department and steps to move forward? Because I know finances are a prime concern.
Always. I don't think you can be in big-time athletics and not have concerns with the financial integrity of our enterprise. This enterprise is amazingly expensive. Costs are soaring daily. So for us, we will constantly be reviewing that paradigm, that model, in order to understand where we should be and where we can be from a financial perspective. However, I will also say, though, that we need to put maximum efforts into going out and raising funds and monies to enhance our student experience. We need to be dogmatic, to say the least, to go out and make sure that the contributions of our president, which has been so generous, possibly are a one-time event. And we need to show accountability as a department and as a leader, I need to do that. So I'm going to be very, very active in order to try to address those financial issues.
Diana Garcia with Fox 26 again.
You?
What is your promise to the students who will now have you as your new leader, their new leader?
I think my promise is going to be very simple. You are not going to have to ask if I had a world-class experience here. You're going to experience it. You don't have to look around for it. It's there. When you talk to other students, not just student athletes, when you talk to other students, they're going to be engaged and say, that was the best experience I could have at this great institution. So that's my promise. But in order to do that, though, I have to talk to them. I have to listen to them. When they speak, we listen. They know with which they speak. They know with which they are talking about. So I am very anxious to get with our student-athlete advisory committee, to have monthly meetings with them, to understand where things should go, to talk to our coaches, to find out where that should go, to talk with the people on campus, whether it's in career placement, to make their lives fulfilling post-graduation, which is vitally important, because we all aren't going to be doing this the rest of our lives. We're going to be contributing in so many other ways to our community. Those are the things that's the commitment I want to make to our students.
Thank you, everybody. For our friends and guests. Jason, one. He is. That's what I'm going to tell you right now, Jason. Jason, for our friends and guests, if you'd like to make your way over to the BDF room, we'll be there shortly. For members of the media, if you'd like to stay and talk to President Castro and Terry, you can do that, and we'll do some one-on-ones forthwith. And the first one-on-one will actually be with Paul Loeffler, and then just find myself or Matt, or where'd Patty go? There she is. Find one of the three of us, and we'll set you up for your one-on-ones. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.